Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code P0706 indicates an issue with the transmission range switch, specifically that it is open. This code is related to the vehicle's continuously variable transmission (CVT) system, where the transmission range switch helps the transmission control module (TCM) determine the current gear or range selection by sending pertinent signals. If the switch is unable to send accurate information, it could lead to performance issues or an inability to change gears effectively. The location of the transmission range switch is typically near the transmission and is connected electronically to both the shift lever and the TCM. Understanding this error is essential for diagnosing problems that could affect drivability, safety, and vehicle performance. The transmission range switch plays a critical role in the operation of the automatic transmission. It is responsible for indicating the current gear position to the transmission control module, which is crucial for the proper functioning of the vehicle's transmission system. This switch is usually positioned on the transmission itself. Its signals inform the TCM of the gear selected by the driver, such as park, P, reverse, R, neutral, N, drive, S, and low. If the switch is unable to communicate effectively, the vehicle may experience issues switching gears, leading to erratic driving behavior. Understanding the importance of the transmission range switch and its position is vital for effective resolution of DTC P0706. The likely causes of DTC P0706 primarily revolve around electrical circuit problems. One significant potential issue is a misadjusted shift cable, which could prevent the transmission range switch from signaling accurately. Additionally, poor electrical connections between the transmission range switch and TCM can cause intermittent failures that trigger this DTC. It is crucial to emphasize that mechanical issues within the transmission itself do not cause this code. The fault lies purely in the electrical circuits or connections related to the switch. Identifying these causes helps in systematically addressing the underlying issues behind this DTC, ensuring efficient repairs can be carried out. When the P0706 code is triggered, drivers may notice several distinct symptoms that indicate a problem with the transmission range switch. Most commonly, they may experience difficulties in gear shifting, such as the vehicle not transitioning smoothly between gears or getting stuck in one gear. Additionally, the check engine light on the dashboard may illuminate as a warning of the detected issue. Other erratic behaviors could include a delay in acceleration or an inability to reverse effectively. These symptoms can significantly impact the drivability and safety of the vehicle, underscoring the importance of timely diagnosis and repairs. The first troubleshooting step involves verifying that the shift cable is appropriately adjusted. A misalignment here could lead to incorrect signals being sent to the transmission control module. Once confirmed, the vehicle should be turned to the on position, enabling the electrical system to engage. With the vehicle in this state, it is vital to compare the transmission range switch signal inputs with the predetermined thresholds provided in the diagnostic table. Each gear position should yield specific signal characteristics. Evaluating these will provide insights into whether the system is functioning correctly or if further investigation is required. The second step requires a meticulous check of the transmission range switch signals while utilizing the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. It is crucial to observe the vehicle in each shift lever mode: park, reverse, neutral, drive, sport, and low. The results should show specific signals that either indicate on or off status, as per the diagnostics table. If all signals remain in the off position when tested, the next steps should follow instructions to narrow down the potential fault. If any signal indicates otherwise, further analysis and specific troubleshooting actions will be necessary to pinpoint the issue accurately. In the third step, start by turning the vehicle to the off mode to safely perform the disconnection of the transmission range switch connector. Carefully disconnect the 10-pin connector and identify which terminals did not register an on signal in the previous step. Using a jumper wire, temporarily connect the identified terminal to ground, mimicking a signal of activation. Following this connection, turn the vehicle back to the on mode by checking the transmission range switch signal with the HDS. Technicians can determine whether the switch itself is malfunctioning or if the wiring remains intact and functional. This step entails checking for continuity between the transmission range switch connector and the TCM. Start by turning off the vehicle once again and disconnect the 50-pin TCM connector. Using a multimeter, test for continuity between the identified terminals on the transmission range switch 10P connector and the corresponding TCM terminals, which should indicate off on the first test. If continuity is confirmed, the wiring is likely functioning correctly. However, if not, further investigation is necessary to identify any breakage in the wire leading to the TCM, which could authenticate the DTC P0706. In this final troubleshooting step, the goal is to check for continuity in the PG1 line, which supports proper grounding for the transmission range switch. Begin by turning off the vehicle and disconnecting the transmission range switch connector. Identify the test points and ensure you're measuring between terminal number 1 on the transmission range switch and body ground. If continuity is present, it indicates that the PG1 wire is functioning properly. Should continuity not exist, repairs are essential to restore an open connection within the wire between the transmission range switch and ground. Fixing this aspect may resolve the DTC P0706 and restore normal transmission operation. Following the completion of repairs related to DTC P0706, it is crucial to undertake a final verification process. Begin by clearing any stored diagnostic trouble codes from the vehicle's computer system to reset its memory. Once this has been done, take the vehicle for a test drive to assess its functioning. Monitor the transmission performance closely during the drive to ensure that all previous symptoms have been resolved and that the vehicle is shifting smoothly without issues. Additionally, check to see if the DTC returns in this cycle of operation. Successful repair will not only eradicate the code, but will also restore the performance integrity of the transmission system. To prevent recurrence of DTC P0706 and ensure optimal transmission functionality, regular maintenance practices should be adopted. Start with routine inspections of all connectors, especially around the transmission range switch, to ensure they are clean and securely connected. It's important to verify that the shift cable remains properly adjusted to avoid miscommunication between the switch and the TCM. Additionally, whenever performing any repairs, always utilize OEM, original equipment manufacturer, or high-quality components to ensure durability and proper function. By following these practices, the longevity of the transmission system can be promoted, reducing the likelihood of future faults. In summary, the DTC P0706 signifies an open condition within the transmission range switch, indicating an electrical circuit issue, rather than a mechanical fault. Understanding the function and location of the transmission range switch is crucial for effective diagnostics. Attention to potential causes is essential, mainly focusing on electrical connectivity and proper switch functionality. Symptoms like improper gear shifting and warning lights provide valuable cues for technicians. Following careful and systematic troubleshooting steps allows for accurate diagnosis and repair, enhancing the vehicle's operation. Regular preventive maintenance can mitigate future issues, fostering reliability in the Honda Accord's transmission system. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.